I hope that you are all buckled in because COVID is a roller coaster ride. I know my last update was a bit grim, but I want to be transparent here. So otherwise there's just really no point. Today, mom's nurse's name is Tyler. Tyler is amazing. We like Tyler. At least I do. I have no idea how mom feels about him, but I like Tyler. Um, Tyler arranged for us to actually talk to her instead of telling me that it wouldn't do any good because she couldn't hear me. More about that in a bit. Um, Mom has been transitioned from a BPAP to a CPAP. As I mentioned earlier, she started to desaturate a little on the BPAP after many days, but she seems to be tolerating the CPAP quite well. So um, they were able to turn her CPAP down from a 100% setting, which is as high as it goes, obviously, to 85% setting. Um, and while laying on her side, she can maintain a saturation rate of 98% oxygen level with the machine set at 85%. I know this is a lot of numbers and it's hard to follow, except for you nursing people. I don't know how you keep up with it all. Um, Tyler's confident that she'll do even better on her belly, but today when he was repositioning her, she wanted to watch TV, so she can't do that when she's on her belly, so he compromised with her and put her on her side, and it worked. So he that was good. That was really good. He was happy to see those numbers go up. When they were repositioning her, however, there was just a little incident where her mask, the tubing got caught on the bed and it pulled her mask off her face, and they weren't able to get it on as quickly as normal. And her her saturation levels instantaneously dropped to 30% oxygen in her blood. So we have known this for a while, but it even further confirms that she is very, very, very reliant on these machines. She did recover quickly, however, once they got it back on her, which hasn't always been the case. This There have been a lot of times when she has taken the mask off to take medications or take a sip of water, and when she puts it back on, her recovery time is a little longer and she has to fight for it a little bit. But Tyler said that even with it off longer than normal this time, she recovered really well, and her levels went back up instantly, and she didn't really have to fight that hard to get them there. So that's good news. Every little bit, I'll take. Um, Tyler, like I said, we got to talk to her. Tyler called us the next time he was in her room and put the girls and I on speakerphone. This was the first time we've had any communication with her other than text messages, so it was just nice to be able to um, give her some messages and have her hear our voice. She wasn't able to talk to us much, just a few words that were labored and barely audible. But we told her how proud we were of her. We encouraged her to get on this Facebook group and read these messages, that she'd really find some words of encouragement out here. And then we also shared Elena's gut feeling that she's going to turn things around in the next few days. Ever since Elena was a little girl, she has been very intuitive. Early on, I would dismiss her, and moms kind of do that sometimes when we get busy, but I would dismiss Elena's intuition only to eat crow later, really. And my mom would always warn me, you should listen to her, Sarah. She's got a sixth sense. And so I did start listening to it. And it never really shows up in a dramatic way. It's just a or a simple and confidently made statement that generally is very disjointed from the current reality. And so you go, what? Why are you saying that with such confidence? And then it turns out to be true. So I listen to her now. Um, but so yesterday, on that, where I was going with that, is yesterday, while on the phone with a friend, I overheard Elena saying, she's going to be okay. It's going to get worse before it gets better, but she will see some improvements in a couple days. Simple as that, and very matter of fact, but very confident. Yesterday was my worst day yet. I was exhausted. I was losing hope, and I cried all day long. Hearing this come out of Elena in the evening stopped me in my tracks, and all my tension instantly melted away. I was still immensely sad, but if history repeats itself, this girl of ours will be right, and updates from me will become better and better. We shared this with Mom and asked her to keep fighting. Tyler reports that she asked him today, give it to me straight. Am I going to get out of here? And to this, Tyler responded, I don't know. We don't know that yet. What I do know is that if I was confident you weren't leaving, I would tell you. And she said, okay. So that just tells me that she's going to keep fighting. The response we get when we tell her to keep fighting is, this is really hard. That is the understatement of the century. But given today's updates, I don't feel like she's given up yet. We don't know from 1 minute to the next how this is all going to turn out. But what I know is aggressive COVID is a roller coaster. So for every bad update, there could be a good one that follows. Good humans like Tyler exist. Good humans. There are good humans. And my mom is a freaking warrior, man. So more to come tomorrow.